Hey, it's me, Ciscoe Morris. I'll explain why I'm wearing this cool suit later on, but here's what's coming up on Gardening with Ciscoe. Plants that are tough enough to walk on. Soil for your garden that comes all the way from Mount St. Helens. Make yams for breakfast. And discover why this butterfly bush is not invasive. All this and more coming up right now on Gardening with Ciscoe. Hi, I'm Ciscoe Morris.
And I'm Meeghan Black. Welcome to Gardening with Ciscoe. I tell you, I'm liking the looks of this. We're at the Wildfin American Grill here in Issaquah because Ciscoe's buying lunch.
Hey, forget about lunch for a while because first we're going to see some bees. They've got bees up on the roof. They're harvesting the honey. We're going to check it out. But first, there are plants that you can actually step on. We'll show you what I mean.
Don't you find that when nothing else will grow, weeds thrive just fine? Like in between these rocks, that's where you always find your weeds. Like this little guy right here, he's insidious, and all of a sudden, no water, no care, and he goes great.
Yeah, and you know, we can't find anything that'll grow in here, but the weeds love it, you know.
So look what Ciscoe did. He went sedum shopping. Oh, and a little baby hen and chick, this little guy here.
Yeah, we got to try it. See, I'm thinking sedum's the only plant tough enough to grow in here.
I like this guy. Isn't he beautiful?
Isn't that cool? And it looks like a fast spreader.
Yeah, so you're hoping for that.
I am. I want this guy to run like the wind.
Well, how about if I get this little guy?
Yeah.
Because he's my favorite. And I'm thinking we want to get him really in deep,
Yeah,
right?
as deep as you can because, you know, we don't want to trip people.
Right.
Well, you know what? Now, on that one, you can get them in there, but I think on some of these, we may have to try dividing them, Meeghan.
Okay.
Which is always kind of fun anyway.
Oh, yeah. This guy's losing most of his.
Yeah, that's the nice thing with sedum. You can take a lot of those lower.
And you really can't hurt sedums.
No.
Oh, look at how cute that is.
Isn't that cute?
I'm loving this idea.
This is going to look beautiful if this works.
Yeah, exactly. If it does.
Hey,
so
okay,
here.
which one? All right, should we try dividing one?
Sure.
I don't see too much of a natural division in there, Meeghan. So I think we need a hayaku.
Okay.
All right, hayaku.
Oh, you're so fierce.
Hey,
look at that.
Bad.
So now we'll stick this little guy in here.
Yeah.
But the key is obviously to get him in low. So this little guy broke off. Can I try and
yeah,
he's got little
stick
roots.
them in because that's how they reap. You know, that's how they kind of move around in up in the mountains and everything. So
I'm not even sure we need the hayaku thing.
What do you think? Can you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, la, la, la.
I think it's a little easier.
Ooh, good.
Look at we got an extra.
Of them. Good. All right, I'll find a really little spot. I really like them. I think it's called Little Gem. So we'll see. We'll see if Little Gem lives up to big expectations.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Look at how cute those are.
Yeah, you know, they really add a beautiful look to it, and I'm just, come on, guys, you got to survive here, you know.
You need something to make this look decent.
I know. Well, I'm tired of weeding. I don't have much. If these fill in, I won't have to do so much.
So, you know what? Experiment. No guts, no glory.
That's right. It's a survival of the fittest. Whichever of you guys wins will be the one that really fills in. So.
Whichever ones you don't step on.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the moment of truth. Those sedums, how'd they do?
Well, one did good.
Yeah.
One beat the living tweedle out of all the rest, but it filled in really well.
It took over. So creeping thyme, probably another option. Gives you a cute little purple flower. And then a juga, which is also called?
Carpet bugle. That thing is tough as nails.
It'll probably take over too, huh?
Yep.
Welcome back to Gardening with Ciscoe from Wildfin American Grill here in Issaquah. Now, they are raising bees around here. Let's hope so anyway. Up on the rooftop, seriously, in Issaquah. And my friend, you are looking mighty fine.
I can't wait to see what they do with these bees.
I can't wait to see what you look like with this thing
I don't even know how to put this thing on, but I'm ready to harvest honey.
Okay, you go harvest the honey. I'm going to put you on that one because I'm just not dressed appropriately enough, okay? In the meantime, we're going to tell you how you can finally get your hands on some Hendricus organic soil blends. Take a 45-year-old trucking company, sand that erupted from Mount St. Helens, and a guy who can tell whether soil's good with just his nose.
It smells absolutely great.
And you have the raw ingredients for building performance soil.
We are into performance soil.
That's soil with high nutritional value.
So you can see that the health of soil, and therefore the health of what we're eating, is extremely important to us. Very important. You know, it all begins with the soil.
Hendrikas Organics is partnering with T.E. Walrath to make performance soil.
These guys here have incredible equipment to really define the mixes. We can really tune them in.
This company blends soil for everything from landscapes to golf courses.
But we also cater to the individual homeowner. We have retail outlets, so the homeowner can come in and pick up soils for their garden.
The soil blends T.E. Walrath is making for Hendrikas have some special ingredients, like this all-organic Moo-Doo that's pesticide and herbicide free.
Everything we mix in here comes from an organic background, so there is no problems with anything. I mean, and we're happy to label things, and it's really well broken down. So that means that it doesn't have to happen after it's in your garden.
This gray stuff also goes into the blends. It's a gift from Mount St. Helens.
I think those of us that have been in Washington State for some time probably remember what happened May 18th, 1980. That's when Mount St. Helens blew up.
Millions of tons of the mountain washed down local rivers, then aged into smooth sand with high mineral content. A little bit of a volcanic blast that's great for your garden.
This sand coming from inside of a volcano, and later on the farmlands just go like this, because what comes out of the volcano is so high in mineral content that mixed with organic matter is like the bomb, so to speak. Definitely the bomb.
So if you want a garden that really puts on a show, give it performance soil. These two will mix it up with raw ingredients from Mother Nature.
Awesome.
It's good stuff, it really is.
Beautiful.
And it comes right from the earth, just like that.
You can find Hendrikas soils at T.E. Walrath. Either pick them up or have them delivered to your home. Well, in the meantime, my buddy Ciscoe, yeah, he's over there by the beehives. He's trying to sweet talk those bees out of their honey. Ciscoe, how's it going?
Hey, Meeghan, this is so cool. We're going to actually harvest some honey. Oh, la la.
What we're going to do is I'm going to open up this box, this hive, and inside you're going to see a ton of bees.
All
It's a
right.
nice, very healthy hive.
Holy cats, a ton of bees
Yeah.
is right.
That is
wow,
a
look
lot.
at them all.
Let's see what this looks like here. And I'm going to bring it out and show it to you, and then I'll shake it off later.
Okay.
But this
Wow.
is a full frame of beautiful honey.
So how did you decide to put bees up on the roof of your restaurant here?
Well, Wildfin American Grill is what we call the catch of the Northwest. So what's more Northwest than the pollen of the community?
Wow.
And the nectar of the community.
So do you ever get stung when you're harvesting all this honey?
We don't talk about that.
Wow, thanks for showing me all this
Oh, you're
neat
welcome.
honey.
You're
it's
welcome.
really fun actually helping harvest it. Wow.
Ciscoe must be coming back. I see bees around here. Oh my God.
That was so cool. I learned so much.
You know what? The bees are freaking me out. I want to go eat their product.
Welcome back to Gardening with Ciscoe. Meeghan, from the hive right to the honey.
I love it.
No. First, we got to talk hash browns. I got
Hash
to
browns?
cook homemade hash browns with Lynn Viette. Are they good? Okay, Lynn, I admit it. You've stumped the living beetle hopper out of me with all this stuff. What's going on here?
Okay, here's a clue.
That's a clue.
Sweet potatoes.
Okay.
All right, so what we're gonna do is make sweet potato hash browns. Yeah, crispy, yummy. Fabulous.
And I love sweet potatoes.
So what we did was we took these. Now these are marketed as yams, right? This is a garnet yam, all right? But it's actually a variety.
really
So
a
you know
potato,
it. We
right?
know it.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
I peeled it, I grated it. It's still a little juicy though, so we need to get as much of the liquid out of it as possible. So I have a job for you.
Oh, I'm ready.
Nice clean dish towel. Just kind of scatter those across like that. And then you're gonna roll that up and squeeze as hard as you can.
Okay, all right. We'll
there
see
you
what I
go.
can do
Yeah.
here. All right, you ready?
Ooh, look at
all right,
those
a little
muscles.
more. I gotta.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. Dude, that's impressive. Look
Oh,
at this. Okay.
Wow, look at it. Oh, I really got a lot of stuff out of there. Wow.
Let's see. Oh my gosh,
Okay.
Cisco. I've never seen anybody do it quite that efficiently before. Well done. All right, great. So now we're gonna get a nice hot pan going over here. Seriously hot. And I'm gonna put a little bit of oil in there.
Okay,
and
I'm
then
standing
yeah,
back.
why don't you stand back? All right, and then we're gonna add a little bit of onion to that. Just a little freshly chopped onion, or it could be shallot or whatever you like. And literally maybe, 10 seconds on that, and then we'll add the potatoes.
Oh, only 10 seconds.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll do that because they're just kind of. So we're gonna kind of pick this up like a little bundle, and just drop them right in there. And the key to doing this is you want to choose a pan that's not going to be about the same width as a thin layer. In fact, we're going to tumble those onions together with the sweet potatoes so they don't sit there and burn. And then you want to distribute them out in a really nice thin layer, okay? That's the way you're going to get the most crispiness, and we're going for crispiness. So now, what you've got is all those raw sweet potatoes in there. We want to, give them the advantage of a little bit more cooking before we start the browning process. So what I do is I turn the heat down to pretty low, and then I just put a little lid on it.
Oh.
And so we're going to let that steam for about 3 minutes or so.
Cool.
Okay, and then we'll come back.
All right.
All right, so that's been about 3 or 4 minutes. You can see that it's starting to get, a little bit tender and soft like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the heat up a little bit and start the crisping process.
Oh, just like hash browns.
Exactly, yep, exactly. And so what we want to do, that's sort of the point, is we want to get them nice and crispy on one side. We'll flip them, and then we'll get them nice and crispy on the other side, and then I got some fun things to serve them up with.
Oh, great.
Yeah, so be a few
Healthy
minutes.
hash browns.
I know, that's so true, and delicious. What do you taste?
I can't wait.
So.
Oh, I can't wait to see how crispy they look.
Yeah, so you can
They
smell
smell
them. Yeah.
really good.
So what I'm going to do is just do it in kind of sections like this. Flip that over. Isn't that pretty?
Look at that golden
Yeah.
brown.
And then we'll do this section like that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then we'll give those another couple of minutes. And this is going to be so good.
Oh, this looks really good.
I'm excited. All right. Oh my gosh. I
Oh,
cannot
yeah.
wait for you to
Oh, it
taste these.
smells so
All
good.
right, yeah, a little salt
Oh,
and
yeah,
pepper.
yeah.
And then there's a whole bunch of different ways you can serve these. You can just serve them plain with eggs and bacon or that sort of thing, or actually as a dish themselves.
Oh,
so
yeah,
that's
sure.
kind of how I'm going to do this for you. So,
Oh,
I just love these so
oh,
much.
does that look
Yeah,
good?
I know. And like you said, so healthy. And with the little bit darker yams, the dark, orange yams, they're a little bit sweeter and they're higher in nutrition.
Oh,
So kind of keep that in mind. Yeah. All right. So.
Oh yeah,
little bit of-
I'm a garnish guy.
Are
I'll
you
tell
okay?
what. Oh yeah.
And this is kind of a classic sort of Northern European thing to do. A little sour cream,
there.
little applesauce.
Oh yeah.
And then one thing I love to do here is a leaf or two of fried sage.
Oh, fried
Just a little
sage
crispy
is what
going
that
on
is. I
there,
saw
yeah.
that.
And then, just because we like to do this, a couple of apple slices there. All right, go for it.
Oh.
I'm going to let you have a taste.
Oh boy, I can't wait
wait
to
to see what
try
you
this. I got to get a little each of these garnishes on there. Okay, come to
Go
Papa.
for it, baby. Yeah. So is that cozy and autumnal? Yeah. For the holidays, maybe? All kinds of fun things.
It's impossible. Nothing this good tasting can be good for you.
Yeah.
It's totally impossible.
Yeah.
Oh man, this
fun?
is great.
Yay.
sweet potato hash browns sound good, but not as good
they
as
were
this
good.
one.
Oh, I can't wait. So this is kind of like industrial honey. It's been pasteurized and everything.
Okay.
This is the honey from the roof, the real thing.
Are we supposed
pure
to have a taste
organic
test
honey.
between the two?
Yes,
so
yes.
See if we can taste the difference. Okay.
Yeah. All
Here
right.
is the,
What do you think?
tastes like, peanut butter and honey sandwich.
Yeah, where's
Okay.
the peanut butter?
Now this is
The
stuff
real
from
thing.
the rooftop. Oh my gosh. I want to put that on ice cream. That's so
Oh my
good.
gosh.
Have you ever put honey on ice cream?
No.
Oh, it gets kind of hard. It's really good. That is delicious too.
That's the one I want
No
on the
kidding.
ice cream. Boy, is
Sorry.
that good.
It's mine. Welcome back to Gardening with Ciscoe from the Wildfin American Grill. We just got to see how they would harvest honey off their rooftop. Some of the best I've
that's
ever
good.
had. It was so good. And now we get to eat some foods prepared, perhaps with honey, and perhaps your favorite food, man.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
boy.
I know, it's exciting
Okay.
stuff.
I can't wait. But first, we have to talk about a great plant, perfect for that dry spot and blooms like mad in the fall garden.
So for years, Ciscoe has told me how bad the butterfly bush is. The buddleia, it's beautiful, but it spreads like crazy. In fact, they almost consider it a noxious weed. I come over and Ciscoe goes, we're planting a buddleia. It happens to be called, lo and behold, blue chip.
Yeah.
And look, it attracts butterflies. That's why everybody wants to have
hummingbirds,
it. And
too.
hummingbirds. And so we're planting one. What's going on?
This one doesn't make seed. So it's not going to spread, so we can feel totally innocent and happy.
And it's a
to
dwarf
plant
to
this.
boot.
And it's a dwarf. It's not supposed to ever get over 4 feet tall. And if we cut it down every spring, then it'll just stay this beautiful little bunch.
Mound
a
of
little
gorgeous
munchkin,
bluish purple flowers.
Okay, Meeghan, how about if you do the digging here? I've been
Okay.
digging so much
I
lately.
know,
Here, I'll get
exactly.
this banana leaf out of your way.
Okay.
You know, one of the reasons I picked up buddleia here, because this area is baking hot.
Oh, and
The bananas get all the water and these big lilies, So I needed something that'll stay low.
Okay.
And that is going to be able to take that baking hot, dry. Look at how
This,
dry
I was
that
going to say, because this
Oh
is
my
dry.
God. So I'll throw in a chunk. You can mix that in.
Okay.
And even though it's fall, sometimes people think, well, you shouldn't fertilize in the fall. But that'll help this grow really deep roots.
Okay, let's see if I got
Okay.
that deep enough.
Well, ooh, look at these roots. Holy cats.
interesting,
I better
yeah.
do a little choppy. There we go. Yeah, that did it.
Okay, see.
Okay, what do you think? You
Go
think
ahead
we're
and stick
deep
'em in there.
enough?
I don't know. Let's just see.
Oh, not bad.
Not bad?
No, I think we're good. I really
Okay.
do. Okay.
You,
hey,
you weren't sure. I could tell it in your voice.
Hey, is this the good side before we fill it in? We always forget that.
No, I think we want to go like that.
Yeah, I like that better.
Does that work? Okay.
Yeah.
So fill him in, and I have a feeling, even though he likes like dry soil, we're going to need to water this baby
yeah, you know, 'cause-
until the rains start coming.
Yep, because until a plant really gets established, you got to water to live a tweedle out of it.
And that's one good thing about planting them in the fall is because we're heading into the rainy season, so you'll get a little bit of help from Mother
That's
Nature.
it. And Meeghan, smell a flower.
Wow!
How about that,
It almost
huh?
smells like honeysuckle sweet or something.
It does. It would be great in flower arrangements. And see, it's putting up new flowers.
Oh, so deadhead him?
A little deadheading wouldn't hurt at all,
Nice.
Because,
Well, I am so excited that they found a way to take what was becoming a noxious weed and turn it into a beautiful flower
Beautiful
that
plant.
you can have now.
Isn't this exciting? I hope they keep coming out with lots of different new colors and things. This is going to be so cool. It's unbelievable.
So a dwarf buddleia, lo and behold, blue chip.
How'd you remember the name?
I don't know. Lo and behold just kind of stuck with me. Once again, that fabulous plant was lo and behold, blue chip. It was really cool. Ooh,
Yeah.
what's this?
We hope we brought your appetite after all that.
Absolutely. Attila, love it. So you have honey in these dishes.
We do. There's some beautiful Alaskan sockeye salmon with local Brussels sprouts, some forest trumpet mushrooms
Yum.
with a wonderful honey lime glaze. And Ciscoe, you've got a Skagit Valley chicken breast that's been fried with some local bacon, a local honey glaze, and some special slaw with jalapenos because we know you like it spicy.
Oh, yeah,
All right.
you betcha.
Thank
Wow,
you, Attila.
thanks, Attila.
Such a terrible job that we have, isn't it?
Oh,
This is
yeah,
not
I'll
bad
tell
at
you,
all.
life is rough.
Hey, if you want to come out and check out the Wildfin and their honey, their locations in Issaquah and at the landing in Renton. The food, it smells certainly good.
Oh, well, I'm going to find out. I got to try
Brussels
one of these
sprouts.
Brussels
Do I dare?
sprouts.
Me who doesn't like Brussels sprouts.
This is the real test right
But if it
here.
has honey on it, it's okay. I like it.
Whoa!
Thanks.
It's a first.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We've had a great time here at Wildfin.
Oh, yeah, this has been wonderful. So, buy local honey. We got to help our bees. Thanks for watching,
Have a
everyone.
great weekend. Let's dig in.
All right,
Oh,
let's
yum.
go for it. Woo.